Everyone, and welcome back to the top eight. It's the
Hello.
quarterfinals of our monthly legacy tournament here at Grey Games. It's Eternal Sunday. My name is Mika, I'm one of your hosts, alongside the Shadowbird.
Hi.
Shadowbird,
Shadowbird.
yeah,
Ryan.
Rian Pun.
What's up?
Rian Pun.
Good
Wait,
to.
do the listeners know you as Ryan or Rian?
They know me as Riripon.
Riripon. Riripon.
Riripon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Watching match here between Jason Leaper, who is I think third seed. And he's playing against Razor,
Six
who
seed.
Razor, his sixth seed. Jason, we haven't seen all day, and Razor we haven't seen all day, which is perfect time to feature them on the feature match
It's a
area.
fresh breath of air.
Both of them are playing very interesting decks.
You know,
Other than
we really
blue
seen a
white,
lot of.
blue white control,
See a lot of
or
control
like
today, you know.
blue red
Blue red,
Delver.
blue white.
Stop it, guys! Stop with the blue.
Grixis, Jeskai.
Grixis, yeah.
EZ Master Race.
Jeez.
Blue
yeah,
Master
but
Race.
the blue master race, yeah. But Jason here, he is playing Dredge. He's playing not the manaless Dredge, but Dredge, and looks like he's taken a mulligan. Raider here is also playing another graveyard-based deck. He is playing EZ Phoenix.
Dredge versus EZ Phoenix.
No, not EZ Phoenix. Sorry, it is
Mono red? No.
black red, blue black red Phoenix.
Oh,
Grixis
Grixis
Phoenix.
Nice.
Yeah, you just go like, what's that? Dark Ritual into, I don't know, Dark Ritual into Entomb into God knows what,
And then you get the Phoenix.
and then you get Phoenix's back. It's like, oh yeah. That is how Magic is meant to be played.
That
Awesome.
ritual into Entomb into Toxis.
Oh, that would be really very good.
That's the nut draw, dude. Gemstones.
Throp, God of Pizza, saying Jason's deck looks bust down. Yeah, yep. Jason's deck is blinged out, massively blinged out. Kentan here going question mark.
Grixis.
Grixis Phoenix?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grixis
Yes,
Phoenix.
yes. I think no red. The red only for like faithless looting. That's it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's basically mostly blue black.
Yeah, it's blue black Phoenix. All right, so discard the entire hand just for mana. I say just for mana, right? But like, that's a lot. So spell on the stack. Of course, discard the hand for the Lion's Eye Diamond. And now
Yeah.
dredging back a whole bunch
Oh
of
boy.
cards. That
He
is
is going off.
insane. That is turn,
Careful.
folks. This is turn one. If you had no idea what was happening, draw X, discard cards. Draw seven, and you keep X cards. You discard the rest and then keep X cards in your hand.
Yep.
Of
So
which, of
just
course, Jason just chose to
Dump
not
his whole
keep.
hand
Yeah.
and start dredging off.
Yep.
That is perfect, man. The perfect start.
Yep. Oh, crazy power. Raider here takes one from his draw from Dark Confidant. Brainstorm first. Let's see. So that's one spell. So Raider just wants to go like three spells, three instant sorceries a turn, but one of them probably has to be Entomb.
He needs to
Right,
get
you want to
the-
dump as many Arclight Phoenixes into the graveyard as possible.
Yep. And now it's looking a bit difficult, right? Because Jason is really about
Yeah,
to play his-
Jason looks like he's gonna go off. I do not see. However, on Jason's side, I do not see any bridge from below.
Yeah.
Is that no? There's one bridge from below here,
Right there. Yep.
right there, right across the bob, almost right across the bob.
Bob needs to take
Yeah.
a bridge to the graveyard, man.
God of Pizza saying, "We might as well scoop here." No. Still in the game.
Still in
that's-
it.
The,
You never know.
the-
You never scoop until you see the lethal on the board.
Yeah, the Grixis Death Shadow, Grixis, what do you call it? Grixis Phoenix, has a surprising amount of power and explosiveness. Where Jason here has a lot of cards in his graveyard already and potentially going to get even more next turn. It's still hard to say. So let's see. Does Jason have Cabal Therapy in the graveyard?
I don't. I can't see one.
And Rita, I mean, like Rita could just bolt his own Bob, just to get rid of the. All right, so Icarit's gonna come back.
Okay,
Okay,
dredging
Golgari
up.
Grave Troll, Dredges.
Nothing. No.
Nothing of nothing of too
Yep.
much consequence. Icarit here probably gonna get in with the Nakamiba.
Pushing that juicy damage in already down
Juicy.
to like 7 one turn, right? It is turn what, 3?
This is turn 3,
2,
yeah.
2 or 3, right?
Sack these two,
I think 3.
get 2 more zombies. And let's take a 4 zombies. It
Oh
looks
boy.
like there's 2. Yeah, there's 2.
Yep.
There's 2. Right, I missed the earlier one. There's one
Yeah,
like the third card from the top. And here,
Awesome.
Jason is like a master at playing Dredge, right? He is very organized. Look, this is the master class of playing Dredge, right? You lay out your cards in front of you.
And you
This is your hand.
Yep.
Because the graveyard is your hand.
your graveyard is your hand. And so you wanna make sure that
It stays
you know
in,
what you're doing, your opponent knows
yeah,
how
it's
screwed he
clear.
is.
Yeah, it's very clear. Like this is your hand right now, and like if you look at, you don't mix up your graveyard and stuff like that. Some
Yep.
people play like Nether Shadow and stuff like that. Like it's
Look at that
important.
beautiful graveyard spread. You can tell, and it's ordered so cleanly as well that you could never
Yeah.
you could never go
Ah,
wrong.
okay, here we go. Bury It Alive, Dark Ritual into Bury It Alive into one more spell. Come
more spell.
on, come on, Rita.
Get the birds.
Get the birds. Get the birds. Here's the cool thing, right? Like Rita, all he has to do is just bolt his Bob, and after that, all the bridge from below disappear.
Yep. He's good.
Right, he just has to block with the Bob. The Icarids though, they will keep coming back. I want to see Icarid. There is a price to pay for bringing them back, but it's not a very high price to pay.
Icarid.
Ic- Ic-
Yeah.
Icarid.
There we go. Yep, it's not that painful of a price. You can just throw.
Yeah, you can throw
Whatever.
away your Nakamibas that end up in the graveyard. You can throw away, the street raves that end up in your graveyard.
Any black creature.
Any black creature. But it is a 3-1 hasty, so Raider here has to be, be very clear, like what he's willing to sacrifice and like how he's going to end the game. Triple Phoenix in the air is probably how he's going to end the game. Single attack now, single attack next turn. That's,
Bolt
that's how it'll work. Okay, so we get 3 Phoenixes back. Swing you for 9. You go down to 9. Next turn, if you don't kill me, I'm going to kill you. That is Raider. But Jason here, of course, he has other plans. So 3, 4 Icarids coming back, looks like. No, okay, 3 Icarids coming back. 3 creatures get exiled, and another GGT goes into the graveyard. Nakamiba's here
All right.
to block.
That is game. That's
That's
enough.
game.
Yep. Really, that was a perfect opener.
Yeah, that was, like, on both sides,
come
right?
on,
I think
right?
that was this thing. Raider was just one turn short.
Yeah,
right?
he was. Yeah.
Raider, if he had gone off on one
On
turn
turn two,
earlier,
right? Yeah, he would have been.
on turn
that would have been his
3,
game.
yeah, turn 3.
Like 2 very explosive decks right
Mm.
here. 2 very explosive graveyard decks.
So yeah, to the guy who said like he should just like scoop it up. No, that was exactly how explosive the
Phoenix deck.
Phoenix deck is, right?
Yeah. It was winnable. It just was.
One turn
One turn
shy is
short,
one turn
right?
shy. Yeah, he had to go off one turn earlier. So now they get to sideboard, and Jason here is, I won't say he's very squishy to
No, definitely
graveyard
not.
head.
Definitely not.
But the problem is Raider doesn't really have graveyard head, right?
Both of them are playing graveyard decks. Why would you?
why would
unless
you put in
play,
graveyard
like,
head, right? It's like, this is strange. This is strange. Tomot script, probably best graveyard head card. Both players are playing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
If they are playing in the side.
If they are, yeah.
They could just raise each other down.
Mm-hmm. All right. So if you're just joining us, you are watching our monthly legacy tournament. But this is not the only tournament that we have. Next week, there is the Grey Ogre Games Invitationals monthly series, and it will be modern.
Modern.
Modern. Yeah. So tune in for that, twitch.tv/Grey Ogre Games. So you can catch us on all our social media feeds, Facebook, and I won't say Instagram. Oh, we restarted the Facebook. I see. Yeah, we had to. Yeah, we
Yeah.
had the 4 hour. We hit the 4 hour limit. Yeah. Best to just join us on Twitch. That's the best place that you can be on.
Cause to chat.
Yeah,
Twitch
because
chat.
Twitch chat. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people on the Twitch chat, and thanks for chiming in. We love to chat with you. Please
To
don't say
interact.
nasty stuff, otherwise we'll ban you. Ban you. Like, not like faithless looting. I mean,
Ban faithless looting.
yeah. As a
So are you team?
hashtag ban faithless
Are you
looting.
are you team faithless looting, team Mox Opal, or team Asian stirring?
I think you ban everything, and then you unban everything else. That'll be hilarious. Like you ban
should just
faithless looting, but then you unban
Splinter
the
Twin.
not Splinter Twin, the
Amulet?
yeah, Splinter
Summer
Twin.
Bloom?
Splinter Twin's okay. You unban Death Rite Shaman.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so good, so good,
That'll
right?
be too good.
Like the one card that could have dealt with faithless looting
Yep.
very effectively.
That'll be hilarious.
You
though.
go unban it, and after that you ban faithless looting.
Yeah, we're long overdue for an unban, man. When was the last unbanning?
Uh,
Jace and
Jason.
Cascade, bro.
Yeah.
Cascade Haze.
And
What's it called?
Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, Bloodbraid Elf.
Yeah, that was the last unbanning. That was very sad.
How did we lose?
How did Raider lose? He got off on three.
Three
No,
Phoenixes.
he didn't get off. But like he was able to get 3 Phoenixes on the board, swing in. Jason though, Dredge 6. In that 6, there were 2 Nakamibas.
Nakamibas.
So you do the math, right? Yeah, he had the bolt in hand, but he used the bolt to trim down one of Jason's creatures,
The zombie.
the zombie.
Zombie.
Yeah.
Wonder
Well,
how game 2 will go.
that's the thing, right? I think Raider could have he couldn't keep the bolt, unfortunately, right? He had to use the bolt then.
Yep.
Otherwise, he would have used it on like Icarid.
Yep. And he would have been. I mean, it was too. The game was too fast.
Yeah, game too fast.
Legacy.
That was what, four turns.
Legacy, man, turn 2 format.
Turn 2 format, but takes takes hours to play. It's hilarious.
Interesting. Truly the peak of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. So yeah, serial M. Very unfortunate. Goes to the washroom, comes back, match
What
is
did I
over.
miss?
What did I miss?
At least the round isn't over.
Yeah, the round's not over. Still got at least one more game to play. Raider gonna go first, of course. Raider can go off like in turn 1,
Yeah.
right? Like Lotus Petal, blah blah blah, and just a whole bunch of crazy nonsense. Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, yeah, Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Burial Alive, and Lightning Bolt. Bang, 12
Phoenix.
damage on turn 1. Then next
That-
turn die. And Jason last round he mulliganed down to 5. So that's how resilient, that's how well the Dredge deck like mulligans. That's one of the reasons why you pick up a certain deck, right? Like how
Yeah.
well does a deck mulligan? How resilient is it to just bad hands? And if you're playing Dredge, if you're playing decks that do have this quality, you really need to know what are the key pieces in your deck. You cannot just have lands and spells. I will keep. That's not limited. Constructor is just looking at what is the best hand that you can craft, what will win you the game, or what will not make you lose this game outright.
And usually it depends on the matchup as well. Like how slow can you afford? Can your hand
how
afford
slow
to
can
be?
you go? Yeah. how fast do you need to go? How much pressure is on the other side of the board?
I mean, in a format like the current standard, you can afford to keep a pretty slow hand even against like mono red, unless they're going
Yeah.
first, right?
Yeah.
But Legacy is your hand has to be tuned against the matchup you're playing against
Mm-hmm.
all the time. There we
All
go.
right.
Fate
So
the looting.
first looting, draw two, discard two cards. It's trying to force Rater to just use the Tomod script here.
Yep. Trying to
Bait it out.
bait it out. But not yet. He's gonna hold on. Hold on and chill.
Bait it out, bro. Do you let him dredge the 6? That is the question.
Hmm.
I think you fire off right now.
I think he's thinking about it. Yeah, it's a pretty good
Yeah, I
line of
like
play.
this line of play from
It forces
Jason.
the crypt out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, so
Yep.
Tomos script gets fired off, he draws a card.
Amazing.
And Silent Gravestone, that's interesting.
Okay.
So he just has to pass the turn.
Thinking
Doesn't
about
want to
his-
play the LED right now. Bob is the play for Razor. And Bob does let him draw a lot of cards. Actually, his deck is like filled with ones and twos.
So
Mostly
he's-
ones and twos.
he's
The
fine
Arclight
with-
Phoenix is like the biggest
Yeah.
card in the deck, right?
And that is the only card you don't want to draw.
Oh, it's got 3.
Actually, if you draw it,
Barrier
it's
Alive.
fine as long as you have the barrier or
Barrier Alive or Faceless Lootings, right?
faceless Looting, yeah.
Oh, nice. Silent Gravestone. Let's bring this up. These are like, I'm a bit familiar with legacy old cards, but I'm not familiar with
New cards.
these new cards. What? Cards in graveyards can't be a target of spells or abilities. Fine, that's great. And then exile Silent Gravestone and all cards from all graveyards, and then you get a draw card.
No, it's 4 mana to activate, and
Yeah,
usually
it's a little bit far to activate,
The
but
main focus is the first ability, the static.
yeah, but Rita does not have, doesn't have much
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's gonna be kind of
to target in his graveyard. Like he doesn't really have that much to target
Yeah.
in the graveyard. Got away with robbery.
yeah,
What? What did he rob?
like he got managed to get
Oh,
Richard to burn the crib,
The
right?
crib, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so Icarit's in hand as well. So I think this is a great time to just fire off the
Oh.
LED, but no, just plays a Stingweed Imp.
That makes
Goodness.
sense. Silent Gravestone is good against surgical.
Yeah. Right.
Casting that stinkweed in passing. Now Richard is really
not-
fishing.
yeah.
He has to fish for those phoenixes, man.
Yeah, Jason here playing a very, very fair game of Magic.
Not the most explosive start, but I guess that was kind of because of the crypt.
Yeah, the two Golgari Grave Trolls,
Oh, that's
Woo!
young Chandra.
yeah. Young Pyromancer here, I think gonna be pretty good.
He's gonna get a lot of value from that.
Yeah. Probably looks for no fear of wastelands and whatnot. And one of the things that I think people have to get better at. I see the play like people have to get better at identifying when you go all in.
Yep.
Like this, Rater knows that Jason's deck does not play Price of Progress, does not play what's that? Wastelands and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go in all in on like dual lands. Because some people are like, really afraid. Like, do you have the choke? Do you have like the I won't say Blood Moon lah. Blood
but
Moon's like
the-
very this thing. But do you have the choke? Do you have boil? Do you have whatever?
but in the matchup like this, you just no fear. You just play your lands.
Yeah, you know your opponent's not boarding in and stuff like that. You
So it's
know
fine.
that that's not yeah, that's not
Perfectly
what's gonna
fine.
happen. Yeah.
Hmm.
Brainstorm into fetch.
Wants
Maybe
to-
does he want to keep the cards on top though?
He's thinking about it.
He's got one token. Does he want a second one? Does he even have a card to cast the second one?
I don't know. He's still looking for phoenixes.
Maybe Rachel boarded out the phoenixes.
Oh.
What?
Why would he though?
I don't know. Yeah,
It-
that is such an
unless-
explosive.
Well, unless he wanted to play his own graveyard hit, right?
What is this?
What's that?
Limdu's, is that Limdu's vault? No. What?
Top.
Cabal,
Therapy, ah.
Cabal
Oh.
Therapy.
How is that
CT.
their promo?
Oh, that's nice.
Hey man, It's
That is a
FNF
very
promo.
nice. Cabal
Alright, so he
therapy.
knows about the echoing truths, so he does get rid of that. Sacrifice a
Oh.
creature.
Look at that. It's shiny. I did not recognize the art.
Yeah, I didn't recognize that. I was like, hmm. But from what he did, I was like, yeah, that's Cabal Therapy.
Mm.
Like Rachel immediately just like tossed down his hands, like, yeah. Wow,
They're thinking about
Jason.
it.
He could just flashback the Cabal Therapy and take out the surgical extraction, but there's no point, right? Because cards in graveyard can't be
Yeah.
targeted.
It's fine. He's fine leaving the extractions in.
Is that the OG art?
Is it?
No, that's
No
FNM.
way.
That's the FNM promo.
Cabal therapy.
And see, so the latest Cabal Therapy is like,
The
it's
green
okay.
one.
It's very okay. This is the OG art. Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Is it?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's a promo, but it's a promo in the new border,
Oh, okay.
but it's the OG art. Yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
More
I did not. Oh, because of the
More familiar.
looked a bit
with-
different. The color.
Yeah, yeah. The borders. It's the modern border.
Old art, modern borders.
Yeah. Right. Cool.
Going on to Rachel's turn. Just
Okay, maybe here's where he goes.
going to get.
No, just cast out like Phoenix, just like whatever. And you want to use, I mean, like you use the Dark Ritual just because, right? You get an extra token.
I think you might wanna save it.
Swing in.
Does he need the
swing
mana?
in.
Yeah, he has to swing in.
Doesn't matter.
Jam
Like
it.
Jason, like you swing in, Jason's just gonna get it back, and then, this looks like a pretty bad board state for Razor.
Yep. Which is
Won't lie.
It's kind of funny because Jason only has like what?
Yeah, Jason
What-
already
what
has
do?
like a 1/2 flying with Death Touch, and like Razor has like incredible board with
A lot
with
of
a
tokens. Sorry, not a lot of tokens.
yeah
but it's
2
like 5
tokens,
creatures, man.
yeah,
What is that card at
and
the very
Razor is in a
bottom?
lot of trouble.
The card at the very bottom of the dredge board is the Silent
Silent Gravestone,
Gravestone from Rivals, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
Rivals of Ixalan, yes.
Basically,
Silent
cards in
Gravestone.
graveyards can't be targeted by spells or abilities.
Yeah, we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up again.
Yay.
Here we go. This is the card. So cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. So it neutralizes basically a surgical extraction, right?
Yep.
So none of the cards can be targeted.
Sitting there.
Yeah, Ken saying it's a bad matchup for Dredge. I actually think it's a bad matchup for Dredge, but I think Razor here has been I won't say unlucky. I won't say it's a bad matchup for Dredge.
I
I
think
think it's a even matchup.
Yeah.
Both decks have the ability to go boom very very quickly,
But both decks also have the ability to just
to
chill
go
and
bust.
Yep.
Yeah,
Boom or bust.
boom or bust. Yeah.
Alright, he's hitting no
All right. So Cabal Ritual here.
Cabal Therapy.
Sorry, Cabal Therapy here. Going to target probably is to get extracted.
No, right? Wait.
Just so he can get that get the Stingweed Imp into the graveyard.
Okay, fair enough.
And then he'll dredge it back. No, you can't.
Uh-oh.
Question mark, question mark.
Oh no.
No.
Denied.
Razor. Oh no.
Uh,
Okay, fine. What's the last card?
it's
A
a land.
land.
That's
Razor.
tilter.
Oh, this is bad.
Game 1 Dredge favored, after that probably slight edge to Phoenix.
Alright, so
Probably yeah, I think that should be right. Slight edge or even post board. Okay,
wait,
what just happened? Uh-oh. They missed something. I was looking at chat. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, he had to exile those cards, so he think it's a game. I think it's over anyway because of the
Yeah, it is.
yeah. Oops. That was a big oops. Could we just run over what happened for the chat?
Okay. So silent gravestone again. Silent gravestone.
What happened?
Alright, so what Jason did, man, I wish we had like a replay function, but this doesn't have a replay function. Okay. So what Jason did was to basically dump his hand. So he got 3 mana from LED, right? He dumped his hand, had the what's that? Stingweed Imp in the graveyard from the Cabal Therapy.
Yeah.
And then he activated Silent Gravestone. So Silent Gravestone here says the activator ability, exile Silent Gravestone and all cards from all graveyards, then draw a card. Okay, full stop, draw a card. So you do it in that sequence. And what he did was to dredge
First and then exile, right?
dredge first and then exile. So the thing is, like, we could rewind. I was telling Jason, like, we can rewind. Because we know what hit the graveyard from it's open information, right? So it's
Yeah.
not hidden card error. It's never going to be hidden card error. It's just going to be a gameplay error,
right?
or game rule violation.
But I think like that would put him way far to
Correct.
behind.
So he lost.
He
so
lost
number
the
one, he lost his
Stingweed.
dredger. He lost everything else in the graveyard. He lost the Stingweed, and then he will just draw like some random card.
Yep.
And like Jason, look at me. No, it's okay. I was at 11. We'll go to the next game.
Yeah.
So yeah, for those of you who are curious, like what just happened, yeah, he, sort of like a non-bow-ish, but it's very effective because this Silent Gravestone is very very effective. But I think Jason needs to keep that in mind. The Silent Gravestone needs to be on the battlefield. I just have to wonder, Silent Gravestone, has he been doing this the entire day?
I wonder.
I wonder. Okay, but never mind.
Wonder how.
Jason now knows. Jason now knows it's important. Which I actually doubt, because like some players will like examine that interaction. It's like, hey, this is not what actually happens, and they'll call a judge.
Right,
So
yeah. I mean, them.
yeah,
Games like this, you really have to know. You have to know what the cards do,
yeah,
so you can
Do.
be ready to call a judge. I mean, people make mistakes out of like
brainstorming. People make
even
mistakes from brainstorming.
right?
Yeah. So
And it's not even like out of malicious intent. It's like you
Yeah.
just forget. Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So turn 1 Cabal.
He wasn't activating Colosseum, I believe.
Yeah, he
it
was
was
activating the
Silent Gravestone.
Gravestone.
All right. Cabal therapy, names, question mark, question mark. Unfortunately, there's nothing in the hand
To
to go
therapy.
on to therapy and just passes the turn. Silent Greystone still a very powerful sideboard card against Dredge Hit.
Yep.
So definitely going to keep that in, but he needs a way to get cards into his graveyard. Is this a Dredge Masterclass? See, I tell you, these new cards,
These new cards, man.
these new cards. But Jason. Okay, so all the Dredge players, right? I think Jason. There used to be Martin Fimbo. Martin Fimbo. He's also very good at Dredge, and he plays it very methodically. I like the way these two guys play Dredge. There's one more player. There's a Filipino player. I think Dungan. Dungan also no. Dungan plays. Conrad plays Eldrazi. He plays post Eldrazi. Yeah. There's one Filipino player who plays Dredge. They also do in a very methodical style, right? And very very clear. All these three players do the exact same thing. Lands on the back, creatures behind the lands, and then the graveyard in front of everything, so that you show your opponent. And some people, and I like that a lot. I like that layout very very much.
It's a nice layout, man.
Okay, so, oh man, Jason here just keeping like double Cabal therapy with a single land. This is not great. Flusterstorm here. No, he gets a second land. Flusterstorm here. Oh.
Wait. Okay.
Alright, so just probably going to dump his entire hand here.
Definitely. Just get the Dredge online.
So he has to discard 3 cards. Okay. Oh, sorry. Discard 2 cards. Sorry.
Discard 2 cycles.
This not a very explosive hand at all.
We'll see what he gets. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
What
Okay.
the?
Sure.
Okay. That just happened.
Like, okay, man.
Okay, cool.
That is amazing.
I'm like,
Uh?
sometimes you got a bit of talent, right?
Yeah.
So second Cabal therapy.
Cabal therapy. Oh.
Alright, so he takes out the Bury Alive.
Nice.
He's gonna take out
That is a good Dredge, yes.
the Echoing
More
Truth.
Zombie. I'm a zombie.
Yeah, there we go. And Razor here in need of land. In need of, well, he's got a lot of cantrips, so he's probably gonna get that land.
He needs stuff to pitch his phoenixes into the graveyard.
Yeah, he needs a way
He's
to get.
facing 2 zombies right now. Okay. Brainstorm.
Oh, your Phoenix. I like the interaction between Brainstorm and Bury Alive, because then you can like dump the Phoenix. Like it's a very like hard way to get Phoenixes in the graveyard, but it works,
It's
right?
worth it, man.
Yeah,
As
it's
long
worth
as you
it.
get those birds in the yard. Bird is the word.
Yeah.
What is the word? Pitching those. What's he pitching?
It's probably putting birds back onto the top. Needs to find a way to like get cards from his library. Alright. Shuffles away.
Yeah, figuring out how to get the birds into the yard. He needs
Faithless looting.
faceless looting.
Looting. At this point, it'll probably be looting. I don't see any other card that will allow you to.
Yeah, he needs just looting. That'll be so good.
But it doesn't. I don't think does the deck even run looting, by the way.
It should, right? I mean, but we didn't see a single one. But it's so good.
Right. Yeah.
You can splash red
Let's
and just play set of looting, play set of Phoenix, and you're good to go.
Where's the Phoenix Arclight Phoenix deck?
Yeah. 4C. Oh, there's a 4C?
For the 4C Arclight Phoenix deck. The Grixis Arclight Phoenix. Probably this version. 4 Brainstorm, 4 Buried Alive, 4 Cabal Therapy, 4 Dark Ritual, 2 Days, 1 Fluster
Oh, no
Storm.
faceless looting.
Yeah, no
Oh
looting.
boy.
Woo, okay. Did not
Sure.
know that about this deck. Alright. So Gravestone protect his graveyard.
Awesome. And gets another.
Draw to discard 2. Let's go.
blue looting.
Okay, so for those of you who are curious about the graveyard order thing, right? When you graveyard when you dredge stuff like that, for example, you dredge X, dredge 6, right? When you take it off the top of your library into your graveyard, you can actually arrange it any way that you want.
Yep.
Yeah, or you can arrange it in like I don't know, in a random order. So dredging for when you're playing the manaless, I think manaless dredge is the one that plays Nether Shadow, right? Yeah, so in Manaless Dredge, where you dredge, you can actually place a shadow at the bottom of the entire pile.
And that's what you want.
And that's what you want, right?
Right.
Because you want creatures on top of that. Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
Double Dark Ritual into
Bob
Arclight
Phoenix.
Phoenix and Bob.
He's gonna be able to beat through fast enough.
Wow, this
Well, the
this
Bob will
has
help.
been this has been interesting.
This is a very interesting game 3.
Oh, he's just gonna stay on defense.
Yeah, he has to. His opponent
All right,
has,
3
like-
Icarit's come back.
Yeah, the Icarit's coming back. It's a lot of damage.
Icarit versus. It's crazy.
Look, we have 3 Icarits.
I'm surprised
Two
he
zombies.
left the Nakamibas inside. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so 6 cards also get dredged. Another Bridge from Below. Rater
from
here
below.
is probably going to trade off one of his creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, but it's going to be so hard. Like, I don't see how Rater gets back from this. Because
he has to
Jason.
do with the board, but there's no way for him to do with the board, right? Unless he
Yeah.
has more Phoenixes.
No, but even
Look at that. Look at all those.
he's gonna have
right?
to trade. Yeah, he's gonna have to trade one of his creatures or even both of his creatures, just so he doesn't die. That's 9, 13,
13,
14 points of damage on the board.
He should probably block.
He needs to
Wait.
block at least one. So Arclight Phoenix is obviously the
No, he has to block with Bob, otherwise he might die, right?
correct. So he'll probably block the
Both,
2
I think.
Icarits with Bob and
And-
Arclight Phoenix,
yep.
right,
And
to
then
trade
you take-
off. And he gets rid of the Bridge from Below.
Yeah, that's good. And we just take 8, you're down to 6. And you just pray that I know what
Well,
in your
you
deck.
gotta pray no, but the thing is the Icarits are coming back next turn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Phoenixes, right? The high roll Phoenix is the only way.
Yep, goes
Well.
down to 4.
It's too much.
He does get 3 zombies before the Bridge from Below does go away. Whoa. Alright, Nakamiba is blue. Ikari only allows you to exile black creatures. My bad.
Yep.
My bad. Yeah. That's correct. That is correct, sir. Icarus die, no value from that, but they are definitely coming back next turn.
The value
can-
is in
yeah.
removing
Icarus can eat each other as well.
Phoenix and GG.
Wow!
could have done
And
to-
Jason here going to make it into the semi-finals. That was unbelievably close. I thought, Racer,
I mean,
it's
man,
hard. I mean, like it's hard for
It's hard.
Racer, right?
It's very, very hard.
But had he had a more explosive start, like we saw in game 1, had he
Yeah.
gone off one turn earlier,
He would have been
then
able to win
he would have won that game. Right, Jason. Jason, that second game, I won't call it a misplay, but definitely was very far behind
Yeah, because of that.
because of no, he was already behind, but
Mhm.
because of that slide, that
Activation.
the activation, he was even further behind. So
Yeah.
I don't know. This is an interesting game to watch. It was I would have put my money on either one. Right. All right, we are going to go to the finals. Sudi Cat died.
No,
Oh,
Cat.
sorry, Sudi Cat. Uh, all right, we're going to go to the semi-finals after this. So don't go away. Remember, you can join us on the stream 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv/Games. Wednesday is Modern Nights. That's what I wanted to say. And you can join us also on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and watch replays on youtube.com. We'll be back. So don't go away. See you guys.
Right back.